questions?
Yeah, I thought the game lived up to the billing of pretty highly competitive mid-major game tonight. Tied game going into the fourth. Fairfield won round one at home. So just a couple of things that we had our chances, just didn't capitalize on, and they were able to pull away and win it tonight.
Trish, you're shooting 60% from the floor through three quarters, and the game's tied. Obviously, turnovers
Yeah.
a big deal. Carelessness on your end, defensive pressure on their end, or no?
I thought we got better as the game went on. Obviously, we started out in the hole 10-0 and handling their pressure. So as the game went on, we got better. We just couldn't close. Jackie had a great look at a three that would have tied it. And I think that kind of broke the back a little bit with a couple of minutes left. I'm not sure if it was like 4 minutes. And then we did have some turnovers trying to get it inside. So, and they capitalized. So we just didn't close it out the way we needed to with the offensive possessions that we had, as we were humming a little bit.
Coach Foley got into foul trouble tonight. She looked, visibly upset when she came out the game with 4 fouls. What'd you say to her?
Just you're getting back in the game. I mean, we need her in on the floor. She creates so much offense for us. She's a great facilitator. So it definitely made it a bit more challenging, or having her only in for 22 minutes. I thought she picked up a really bad fourth foul in the full court. So that's what it is. But I thought we rose. I thought Ella got us back into the game in the first quarter. I thought Gal Revive was fantastic, and I thought Jackie did a great job on Anderson all night tonight. But we've got to be a little bit better. They had the kids come off the bench, go 6 for 12 from 3. So we got to tighten that up going forward.
Defensively, obviously you just said it, going 6 for 12 from behind the arc. When you look
Well, they
at
made
this,
12. The kids off the bench
oh,
were
sorry,
6 for
sorry,
12. Yeah.
sorry about that. When you look at the scout coming into the game, and there's players who we talked about on Wednesday, 10 players are coming in. How do you scout and prepare for so many players when really 4 of them finished in double figures tonight?
Yeah, but they had, they spread it around. They had like 11, 10, 10, 10. And I think if you look at Lamoureux, you look at Amina, and you look at what Anderson was able to do, or had limited opportunities in their minutes. They're the big 3. So our job was done on them, but filtering in with everybody else who was coming off the bench needs to be better and tighter, and that's something we can control the next time we see them.
Coach, what type of challenges did Cyan Co, the freshman, bring to your defense tonight?
Well, obviously they made a change and didn't go with Beach, but she made some couple buckets late off a little bit of help, and they found her for easy buckets. So, I mean, she had a nice game. She was in there trying to defend Gal to start, and then they had to adjust from there. So, but they have, they're a really good team, and that was a really good game. We were on the short end of it, couldn't close, but we'll get better. We'll learn from this, and the personnel that we're seeing coming in.
Coach Chase Coburn, Chase's Sports News. Can you talk to me real quick? 51 seconds left, down 7. You kind of seem to let the possession play out, not exactly kind of press down the stretch. Can you speak to me kind of about that decision going down the stretch in this great game?
We unfortunately, the last 2 plays, we had one of our players continue to run into one of our other players that really kind of gummed everything up, and we were slow to get into some action. And then they called timeout, so they advanced the ball down the floor.
Trish, going back to the first quarter, what adjustments did you guys make to get back in the game after Fairfield's quick 10-0 start?
Ella O'Donnell. She brought us back.
Trish, you've had a run like they're on right now, even greater with conference wins. How tough is it to do that in a conference, to be able to win so many games in a row, knowing you're getting everyone's best shot every night?
Yeah, I think Carly and her staff have done a great job of just, I think, really kind of staying in their moment. And what's ahead of it and not looking too far. But, I think that, each day comes out and that they're kind of used to it. So, they're familiar with what teams are going to come and bring and bring, their best game against them. So it's really impressive to watch her, be able to do what she's doing, because I think I've got a pretty good club there tonight and still get the win at home. So, but they don't seem tight at all. They seem really loose. So the messaging coming from the staff down to the players is a good one.
When you had your run, you sort of have the live in the moment, not look big picture.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing. That's the only way you can approach it, you know. And she's got them believing what she's saying.
Take one more.
Yeah.
Last one.
How would you assess Gal's play today, especially with her ability to open up shots for herself?
Yeah, I thought she was a one-woman wrecking crew out there. She's fun to watch. If we could get a couple other people out there making some shots and Foley stays on the floor, which we'll have the opportunity again going, you know, when we see him a second time, and maybe if we see him a third time down in March. So she's a talent. She wants to win, and she was great out there tonight.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Coach.
Coach.
Great,
Thanks,
thank you.
Coach.
Thanks for coming up.